Class trial time, class trial time. I really wish there was a diagonal open game which just we can. I'll ignore them. Just want to get this class trial. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. When I arrived at tree, I saw people were already bickering. A big tree in Gardens Academy over religious symbolism is tied. I really hope we get left out after this. Can you confirm it, lie chick? Why are you asking her? Come on, off the grass. She's clearly faking talent.
Am I hearing you right?
And that makes her one of the bad guys? You wouldn't want to fake her talent based on someone with high secrets to hide. But she's the one who brought us the gas bomb on the train.
Really?
And she didn't think to bring a mask to avoid passing out or whatever?
If no one else is gonna say it.
If you all need a mask to protect yourself, then...
I've got something to say.
No, lie chick's totally sus. Look how calm she is, just been acting. She something knew the dead was a dummy, then she poked in the face? That's not normal.
Deal with it.
I told you that was my intuition. Intuition, my ass. I can't even, it's not unbelievable. My gut told me I should inspect the doll. Now look at us when I mission to solve a murder.
Any clue?
No, where's this elevator supposed to be again? That's right, it's meant to be an elevator somewhere around here. But all we see is the tree of ignorance. Maybe we're missing something here. Or maybe we're being played for fools. There? Do I touch this? Statue. That's the creepy statue with the missing chunk from her face. Didn't notice it, but clean edges, missing section, quite clean. Well, this chunk naturally fell off more if someone carved it out.
What you doing?
Now, you notice the statue too, don't you? Oh, yeah.
Alright.
What's up with the statue? There's definitely something whack about it. Just keep my finger on it.
Look,
The mask is broken, and there's a piece missing.
But
Is that weird? The statue probably just super old and makes sense cracking stuff. No, this is definitely intentional. Like, crappy on purpose? Even so, it's not relevant to the elevator, is it? You know,
what
maybe we
about-
find the piece and place it back in the statue. Maybe something happened like a puzzle solving game. That sounds a bit too far-fetched, but hard to try. He's got Skippy doo.
whatever.
This isn't a oh, never mind. Everyone started searching for a tree again. Some people expected a tree while others scurried around it. After a few minutes, Grace stood up and found out it was something in her hand. Oi, everyone, I found it! Gathered around Grace to see what she told him.
Nice.
Oh, that must be it. What should we do with it? Just stick it back in the mask?
Leave it to me.
Probably I. I'll take care of it.
Soybean.
But back off, Hercules. You're not the one that found it. Grace brought the piece over the statue and slotted it right into the mask. And nothing happened.
Fail.
That was anticlimactic. Click. It's on the ground. The standing began to shake.
Golly.
Oh golly!
Oh shit!
Are we about to die? Oh boy. Ah, there we go. Elevator type.
Yo.
I was right. That was actually worked. A bloody secret path in a tree. Never see that. Tree of knowledge. A symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding exists only in this barren replica. Tree of ignorance emulates the wonder of nature, but does not achieve it. Unjustly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom.
Game over, man! Game over!
A play aliens reference. A spin man philosophy were so effed. Will this take us to the elevator?
What about?
The stairs at the foot of the opening.
Yep.
Oh, what are we waiting for? Let's explore.
I may ask.
Why all this sudden rush? We want to get home, duh.
Elementary, my dear.
If we get this over, the quicker we are quicker. Simple math.
Sure.
Fair enough. So we just walk in, do we? One by one, we approach the opening tree and descend in the darkness. Oh, elevator time. It's an elevator. Oh, I see. The elevator is underneath the tree. A reckless investment, I'm telling you. A rumble, the elevator began its descent. We stood in silence, 16 worried strangers plummeting into the unknown. That's what we were after all. Random people thrown into this horrible place, and for what? Some twisty man's game? Big crime scene, an investigation, a creepy statue, an elevator in a tree? None of this was the work of your average kidnapper. That was something bigger, and there's no way it could be connected to Eden Gardens Academy. The elevator began to slow down, snapping me out of my thoughts. I stood tall, and the movements stopped completely. Doors opened. Oh, that's in front of us. Getting full, yes. In front of us, a large circular hall supported by marble pillars. In the centre of the room, 16 podiums being arranged in a circle. Were those for us? Welcome, everybody. Hope you liked the elevator ride, even if it was quick. As you can see, the truss is the trial room. The podium has your name on it. Find your designated podium and stand there until I give out further instructions. And if we don't comply, then I'll zap you, of course. Not this zapping crap again. Just face it, Miss Madison, you have to go along with demands. Looks like there's some smart ones in the pack, eh? Oh, come along, we won't have all day. There's no avoiding it. We had to similar places. Okay. Oh! Scanning the faces around me. Everyone wore some expressions: discomfort, anger, worry, but didn't end. We've been kidnapped, forced to play as pawns in some insane game. No free will, no choice in our actions. Oh, it's so weak. All we can do is move forward. Hope for escape. A way to run from this twisty place. We had to solve this murder case. Oh boy. Would you like to save a game? Yes. Go slot 2. What trinkets do we actually have? 2 bullets. Wait. Okay. Review truth bullets. Okay, we don't have any trinkets for that. But we've got beginning class trial. In session. Alright, let's... Oh, it's been so long since we've done the class trial stuff. Time to... Oh... Because we kind of look, so I'm guessing step ladder, bleach on top.
With a brief explanation of the class trial.
Oh.
The objective here is simple. Explain how the murder took place. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue what you believe happened to the victim. Should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. Should you all agree on the wrong answer, well, you'll find out.
Oh.
That's all there is to it. Have fun, everybody.
Somebody, get me out of here.
But why is... So, are we all going to get it wrong? Because if this is just...
If this is something we must discuss, I know a good place to start.
Alright.
Get me out of here, 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 get me out of here,
She just keep getting shot.
Oh shit! They fried her brain!
Calm down, it's only a shock. She won't suffer any permanent side effects. If I wanted to see the brain dead bigger, I'd just turn on the telly. On that note, please, carry on.
Holy crap, the people running this place and playing around.
As you were saying, Wolfgang?
Right. The way I see it, the objective of this
By the way, can I get like a seat with this thing? Just gonna be an onlooker. It's only fair.
You're seriously not going to contribute?
What am I even supposed to do?
Put your detective hat on, buddy. We're here to solve a mystery.
Yeah, who murdered that dummy chick, right?
Not who murdered her, how they murdered her.
Did that tablet not explain it?
It listed her wounds, yes, but it didn't explain how they were inflicted.
Probably because it's so obvious.
Is
But Miss Amber, You didn't even read the tablet.
And I don't have to.
Would you look at that? A debate's already underway.
These guys are clearly confused. I need to stop them before they arrive at the wrong conclusion. Oh gosh, you hear that? It's time to have a non-stop debate approaching. During the next step. Yes, here we go. We're ready. We know how to do this. Mouse and right to fire. Gold. Lie contradiction. Okay. Sure not to run out of time. That's automatic game over. Not someone your caliber would even fail. Anyway, press F key to free physics controls. Okay. We're ready. Oh, this is such a good theme! This is amazing! Assault rifle.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Yeah.
Is that true? Objection!
Ah,
Obvious what the murder weapon was.
no.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
Bloody.
And what could have spilled that blood? Besides that big scary gun.
There we go.
No, that's wrong!
Oh yes! Oh, that's amazing! Oh,
Cassidy, can you stop butting in?
I would say these voice actors are doing a phenomenal job.
Whoa, what? I searched that place from top to bottom.
All right, then tell me, how is a fully loaded assault rifle used as the murder weapon?
That's easy. It wasn't. Obviously, the shooter reloaded their gun to full capacity. Any smart shooter could tell you that. Right, Desmond?
Why are you bringing me into this?
Except, the victim suffered multiple stab wounds to the torso.
Ah yes, stabbed by a gun.
If a gun was fired, not only should the body have had bullet wounds, but there would be shell casings from the fired bullets. We saw neither at the crime scene.
Details. If the gun didn't do that, chicken, what was the actual murder weapon?
The knife. Oh. What was the actual murder weapon? Oh, it's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The ladder, the door. Knife.
Got it. The bloody knife. It's just so blatantly obvious. It was literally right next to the victim's body.
Oh, that's... It feels really...
Cam's razor gotta ruin everything.
Interesting. Both the knife and the rifle were present at the crime scene, but only the knife was used.
Kind of weird, choosing the inferior weapon.
Nothing beats the sting of a sharpened blade. If the killer didn't use the rifle, why was it at the crime scene?
Guessing that's how she tried to defend herself?
Inside the closet.
Don't see why you'd be storing a gun in a janitor's closet.
Man, I don't know. What if it's not even related to the murder?
Oh, it's got...
Of course it's related. It's covered in blood.
Oh no. Everyone's starting to yell.
But it's getting out of control fast. I need to say something. Non-stop debate. Oh, I love the design. This is so good.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Okay.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
Okay, tablet.
I bet that gun didn't even work.
Oh, the gun.
These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
I hate them.
Broken, then the
The killer.
would have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did.
Look. Did the killer bring? It's easy to assume the killer. Oh,
To reiterate,
yeah, so I was right.
the rifle and the knife
Can I
were next to the victim's
can I
body.
speed up?
Yet they opted for the knife.
Oh.
Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work.
Okay,
These
no.
days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like
Do I have to
your
fire
opinion,
the
lady.
assault rifle?
If the gun was broken, then
Not wrong one.
To reiterate,
Okay.
both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife.
So I'm that's what my guess is going to be. Is the It's definitely the victim brought the gun.
These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken,
Okay.
then
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Hey. So the killer didn't bring it. It was actually the victim that brought the gun.
Stop that thought right there. If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles.
Oh, so that's...
what? You think the killer was unarmed?
Well, the killer had the knife.
They were definitely armed. With the knife.
So they brought a knife to a gunfight.
The reason they didn't use a gun is probably because they never had it to begin with.
But then, who did?
Easy. The victim.
Whoa, the dummy had the gun?
No, yeah.
This is the killer. It has to be her. She must have brought it to the closet. She was probably carrying it before the murder, but dropped it when the killer attacked her.
Oh, I guess that makes some sense.
But how? She must have dropped it because the guy in the bucket.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Aren't you overlooking something?
Huh?
The victim was stabbed from the front, meaning she could have seen the killer coming, correct? If
Yeah.
so, why didn't she shoot them?
A stealth attack! I bet the killer memorized her AI movements.
Oh, come on.
That girl must have been killed before she had the chance to defend herself.
No, because it was
That's
blood loss.
not technically true. There's evidence of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
Specifically, evidence shows off fingernails. Yes.
This is it.
Hey, I like having this prologue where it's like there's no murder. That means we actually get to one, get to know the characters, and two, get to know the system.
No explanation is definitive without photo proof of the killer, but I'm confident this is what happened.
Why would you resort to scratching when you're carrying a gun?
Did something get in the way of her using it?
Wonder if that killer stole it from her.
She should have seen or heard him coming
Okay.
from the hallway at the very least.
Why do you think she was in the hallway?
Oh.
That's where the fight happened, right?
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. How can we be sure the fight happened there?
Maybe the fight
Right,
started in the
hallway.
hallway, and after it ended, her body was dragged into the closet.
If that happened, shouldn't there have been streaks of blood on the floor or in the hallway?
So-
marks. Can't say I saw any.
It was merely a jest. No need to take it so seriously.
Oh.
Instead of dragging the victim, what if the
I'm
killer
trying to
carried
work.
her?
So yeah.
I don't know why they would want to do that, but it would explain the lack of drag marks.
But then, wouldn't the killer have been covered in
Blood. Aye. It should have gotten everywhere. Those wounds were
So it was only in.
a few inches
Ow,
deep,
ow, ow.
I reckon.
It should have. It's only in that one room. So
She
it's.
was obviously killed in the closet. That's where the blood was? Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry for derailing the conversation.
Moving
No.
on. That fight. The victim had the gun, but she was overpowered?
if she wanted
Yeah.
to?
It's always the
She
bleach.
could have just.
It doesn't make much sense.
It is the
does
Danganronpa
it?
thing. It just stretches on something we're missing, and I think I know how to figure it out. All right, talk about agree points. Lost up debate. You notice this. Some of the points were blue. Bet you weren't expecting that, huh? Some phrases called agree points. They're counterpart to weak points. As the name suggests, agree points aligns with evidence gathered. Use true bullets to correct it. Some humoristical weak points and shoot. To pursue the truth, you must be prepared to collaborate with your teammates' testimonies when it should be wise to do so. Is to figure out. Okay. So it's bucket. So probably
That
okay.
slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand.
No.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
Yeah.
I bet that girl didn't even see them.
Yeah.
I got it.
There we go. Couldn't see because the bucket. Just stick a bucket in the head and
John
absolutely useless.
actually has a point. The victim probably couldn't see what was going on. According to the tablet, she suffered chemical burns to the face and eyes. That sort of injury would have effectively blinded her. Also,
But the thing is,
inside the janitor's closet, there was a large empty bottle of bleach. That's probably the chemical that caused the burns.
Blinded? With bleach? That's horrible.
thing is that could have even killed him normally.
Yet she still managed to fight back. She sure put up a struggle. Without a gun, I guess the next best thing was her hands.
So the killer
It
was
was
definitely
definitely-
the one who blinded her.
Yeah, that's...
Indeed. Knowing she had a gun, he blinded her to make her less dangerous. Then, when he pinned her against the door and stabbed her, she tried to retaliate.
Until eventually dying from her wounds.
So technically it just wasn't stabbed to death, it was just get all the stabs in
Jeez, this is brutal.
and then just let
The
it
past
die
is
out.
in the past, and we can't change that. All we can do is solve her untimely death, eh?
Alright,
I mean,
we've
by
got
the
this.
sounds of it, we've already figured it out, right?
No, not yet.
Seriously?
No, how did they get...
Already discussed so much.
How did they get the bucket
We
on the
know she
head?
was
This question.
armed. We know she was blinded. We figured out how she died. How is this not a closed case?
Please understand, I'm proud of everyone's hard work so far.
I love Wolfgang.
Because
It's
of
like
you, we're one step
he
closer
feels
to
like an
bringing the
actual
victim
main
justice.
character.
This was never about the dummy.
However, we should think of this case like an equation. Knowing how it works is only half the struggle. Now we need to figure out why.
As in the motive?
You're on
Oh.
the right track.
You speak like we have any information on the killer. The man's a stock image. He doesn't even have a name.
What is...
What are we supposed to ascertain from that? That he's a non-character?
Not every answer will be written down for you. Sometimes actions speak louder than...
Whoa.
Hold the phone.
Grace?
What? Since when was Grace back to normal?
What's Grace doing?
Watching you guys try to solve this mystery has been like watching a dumpster catch on fire. I guess all that smoke must have clouded your vision, cause there's a big-ass elephant in this room.
What's gonna be...
Elephant in the room?
What's they gonna say?
Too much credit.
So the killer incapacitated that girl. She had a gun, it makes total sense. Problem is, you've yet to explain how he used the bleach.
Oh, wait, oh yeah. Oh, she's right.
I sort of assumed he spilled it on the victim.
Right. He just tipped the bottle over her.
That bottle is where the bleach came from, sure. But I doubt the bottle itself was involved in the murder.
It's not. So it is, yeah. The classic prank, yeah. Put a ball, a bucket, and just tip it over.
When we found it, it was neatly ordered on a shelf near the back of the closet. The gun and knife were just thrown on the floor. So it's weird this weapon was handled so differently.
Do you think the killer just poured the contents of that bottle into something else?
Sure.
That was a
before
bucket.
the actual murder took place, I'd say.
And what is this something else? Go on. Explain it before this dumpster turns molten.
Oh, come on. We'll stop in a bit there so I'll get the point you're trying to say. Before we move on the subject, we need to make sure the logic is completely sound. Alright, let's put this out this fire. Okay, where's the bucket? Oh, 4 bullets. Alright, bucket.
If the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
Into another bottle?
No.
What about a container?
Oh,
There
yeah.
were a bunch in the closet.
It's not.
I bet the killer had a secret water gun.
No.
So when the victim came in, bow! He squirted her in the eyes.
This will be a container.
Hey! The ink vanishes when the battle's over.
Call the fire brigade, Grace.
Like those chemical burns if we had to use something, but
Well,
okay, I need
if the
to.
original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
Into another bottle?
What about a...
There we go.
I got it.
We did it. Solved it. In the bucket. Because it wouldn't just pour
correct.
over. It's
The killer
probably
put
the
the
prank.
chemicals in a bucket. Or, more specifically, the same bucket we found at the crime scene. After all, it reeked of bleach. If the killer didn't use it to transport bleach, what else did they use it for? Personal cleaning? I doubt it.
Yo, that makes sense.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay, cool. So, how'd the killer use that bucket to spill bleach in the victim's eyes?
Oh, so the ladder is important.
It would be a fairly heavy bucket, so it's unlikely he threw it on her.
She'd shoot him before he even had the chance. Use your brain, mate.
Of course, my apologies.
Oh, Wolfgang. Really put a good question. How was the killer able to get a hefty bucket? of chemicals in the victim's eyes, especially with it unknowing. Must be some kind of clue we're missing here. Think, Damon, think.
Even if he did manage to splash her, the girl should have sustained intense facial burns. However, aside from her eyes, her face was relatively untouched.
Well, if you check the tablet, it said she had burns to the scalp, too.
So, yeah, if you dropped the bucket on, it would like, basically hit the head, down the eyes.
Burns to the scalp? How does that work? Unless those chemicals came from above?
Ah, they're just giving it. Above.
Did the killer somehow suspend the bucket in the air? Maybe there was a mechanism that made it tip over when someone entered the room.
Yeah, the door.
Where's this bucket supposed to be again?
Above. Which, well, could mean anything.
Was the killer hiding above the door frame?
There's no way they were up there. There's nothing for them to sit or hold on to. Not to mention, they couldn't have stabbed her from up there.
And if there's no place for the killer to sit, then there's no place for the bucket to sit.
No!
Unless you take into account the size difference. The space above the entrance might not be able to support a person, but it could still support something as small as a bucket.
Yeah, come on!
Thing supporting the bucket?
One, two things. For the bucket to be above the victim, the spill when she entered the room, or she need to balance the bucket on what? What do they balance the bucket on? The door.
I got it.
Yeah.
I don't know how we overlooked this, but I've got it. The killer just balanced the bucket on the door.
Like in those water bucket pranks people film?
Yeah,
Exactly.
typical.
When the victim came into the room, she pushed open the door and caused the bucket to fall on her. This would make it so she couldn't shoot back or even get a chance to see her assailant. When the bucket hit the ground, it probably rolled away. That'd explain why we found it a couple feet from.
Oh, so even so, it wasn't like direct. Like I thought it was like a helmet. It just landed straight on. So it'd be just like a quick tip, and then
That is a possibility, yes.
it was going for the route of V3, where it's just it rolls down, hits in the head. Like, oh, I'm confused. Oh,
It sounds like the best conclusion.
There's just one problem. How was the killer able to reach that high? Unless they were abnormally tall,
So-
it'd be difficult to place something on top of that door.
step ladder.
Well, let's use that as our next point of discussion. How did the killer set up this trap?
To balance the bucket at the door, the killer would need to reach pretty high. Was there anything in the crime scene? Yeah. Answer that for the theory. Spot selection. Yeah. Ladder.
This is it.
We got it.
There was a stepladder hiding behind the closet door. The killer probably used that.
Yeah.
After climbing it, they could position the bucket right on top of the door.
Figures.
My precious stepladder? The bad guy used my super duper obvious stepladder?
Match
Yeah.
point. Occam's razor.
Yes, it appears our killer didn't care much for subtlety. No matter how obvious it seems, it's the only answer that makes sense.
It was the only knickknack of its kind, too. If there's something else that killer could have used, it's escaping me.
I see. It makes sense with what we've got so far. But
Yeah.
I'm not done yet. I still have one last question for you apes.
Grace has actually been quite helpful to actually look.
Please just leave us alone. Oh, I'm so tired.
Grace is actually keeping like everyone on point.
Don't be like that. Grace may be loud, but her questions have really helped our discussion.
Anyway, what was the killer doing when that bucket poured onto the girl's head?
He obviously didn't just stand there and observe.
I'd agree, they must be hiding somewhere, waiting for her to arrive, somewhere nearby, I assume. Where was the killer hiding? On top of the door frame? No, it can't be. Outside, no. Behind the door. Wait, in the back of the janitor closet?
I got it.
I'm not actually sure that.
I've got it. The killer was hiding in the back of the closet. If he was pressed up against the furthest shelf and facing the entrance, there'd be a diagonal path between him and his victim. I say diagonal because that's the only way you can make a direct charge forward. Also, when the victim entered the room, she would have been standing with her back.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right outside the killer's range. That's why the stab wounds were only made to her chest.
Creating the crime scene we found! found! Great job, guys! We're actually doing this!
That was the last mystery, right?
Still got motive.
Everything together now.
Even if it's all fake, I feel really bad for this victim.
It's an ugly sight, but she's no victim.
Huh?
Oh.
Well, technically she is, but let's be real. The girl was carrying a gun. She probably provoked the killer, and they killed her in self-defense. It's a clear-cut case of the hunter becoming the hunted, no?
That's no excuse.
What?
There's no justifying murder. Killing a woman is the worst thing a man could do.
You're emanating a sizable amount of emotional tension. Are you okay?
Well, the thing is, but killing another man.
Excuse. There never was an excuse. 28 stab wounds.
Wait, wait. This is a This is definitely a Detroit Cup Year reference. 100%. I swear, this is the 28 stab wounds. I'm sure when it first got referenced, I'm sure it was, but now he said it, yeah. 28 stab wounds, you couldn't just let him go?
Wait, who's Kara?
It was the victim's name! Didn't anyone read the tablet?
I agree with you, dude, but you don't have to shout out your point.
Oi, what's all this about? We've figured out the case. Stop trying to drag it on.
No. We're not finished here.
Oh.
There's no murder without a proper motive. We need to discuss why Kara died.
I am not going this far for a fictional murder case. We aren't looking for a murderer. We're looking for answers, which we have.
Do you turn in a half-finished exam, Winona? An essay without its conclusion? This isn't about efficiency. This is about being right.
I love Wolfgang. I think it's honestly my favorite already.
What the hell?
Let's just talk about the motive. There's no harm in doing that, right?
Either that or the marksman.
What was the motive? Was the killer fighting for their life? Or were they going out of their way to murder?
Maybe the gun freaked them out.
But like Mark's design.
If I was in the killer's shoes,
Desmond.
I'd definitely be nervous.
So cool.
Thing is, while acting out of self-defense is possible, since when does it look like this?
Given the severity, I'd liken it to a crime of passion.
Something done on impulse.
What if they were frightened? A spooky thing might have set them off big time.
That's wrong. There's no way this was done in self-defense. No matter what excuse the killer uses, it doesn't change the fact they have blood on their hands.
Yo, bud, you seem a little pressed.
Silence! I won't allow this!
Oh. Well, things are getting emotional. Well, you haven't really using logical arguments to go so far, you might as well go try and change your approach. But the pathos. Oh, this is new. During those updates, a mostly charged commentary of your classmates' will appear in purple text. These commenters are known as the pathos statements. You absorb these pathos statements that hover over them with the your vertical class E or LT. The pathos statement will be at the true cylinder. When a weak point to contract your pathos statement and fire. Successful, you will make a powerful emotional argument to counteract your opponents. Stay on the lookout for pathos statements, and while you're always able to advance the trial using pure logic, most of those statements can lead to a unique conversation. Oh, that is cool! Having like different paths. Okay.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay
Stay
calm?
calm.
This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions
Oh.
about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
Alright,
We
so.
don't even know the damn killer.
Oh.
Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
Oh, this
But
is.
how can we do that? There's no
Oh, wait, no.
If you have no
I can't. I messed that up.
So says the ultimate lie.
Alright. Was that murder justified or was it truly unforgivable? Obligation to find the truth.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify.
Wait. Hold. Okay.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm?
Okay.
This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
All right, let's.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
Could have been
You
self-defense.
don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
Just the crimes.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice.
Okay.
How can we do that? There's no
Come on, I'm pressing E. There we go.
have no proof.
So says the ultimate liar.
All right. We can do this. Justify it with Trillium. Give what feel obligation to find the truth.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You
Alright.
expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of
Assumptions.
about the killer's
Morals.
This could have been self-defense.
Not missed.
You don't even know the damn killer.
Ah.
Just the crime scene.
Nah.
What's wrong with that?
Okay.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint.
Alright, so. Okay, shift the speed up. Okay. No.
Liar.
Alright. Obligation.
Just the crime scene they left.
This killer deserves to be brought to justice.
But how can we do? There's no.
Okay, there.
If you have
There we go.
no proof.
Liar.
Alright, so we can do the sadistic one. Okay.
To kill Kara so easily. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the killing of one of
No.
humanity's brightest.
I don't see how that relates.
Make us. Wait.
To kill Kara so easily.
Okay.
You expect me sadistic
Make the kill.
Morals.
Self-defense.
You don't even know the damn. Just the crime scene they left behind.
No.
killer, dead or alive,
Ah.
deserves to be brought to justice.
But how can we do? There's no reason to trust you if you have no proof.
So says the.
Alright. No, I've messed this up. I don't know what I'm.
To kill Carl.
Okay.
There is no way to justify this.
Take it.
Expect me to. This was the killing of one of humanity's bright.
I don't see.
Okay.
To kill Kara so easily and with.
Okay, the tablet.
Expect me. The sadistic killing of one of humanity's.
Okay, no.
But how can we? There's no. If you have no proof.
So liar.
Okay. Justified or truly unforgivable. Okay. I think I've actually got one.
Kara so easily.
Take a chill pill.
Expect me.
Shouldn't about the kill. This could have been self-defense.
Alright.
Deserve just.
But how do you do that? There's no.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, that could have ended. Got pathos. At least we got the time.
Expertise shouldn't be overlooked here. If there's anyone to believe, it's the lawyer.
Say what?
Wolfgang has spent his life in the courtroom and on the crime scene. He'd understand the criminal mind in ways we can't possibly imagine.
I actually like having his alternate dialogue.
He'd never seen before. If his lawyer's intuition tells us that the killer was in the wrong, And we have no reason to disagree. We're all ultimates for a reason. We need to trust in talent.
Well spoken. If Wolfgang is adamant about the killer's intentions, we should have faith in him.
Yeah! Wolfgang's clearly trying his best for us.
Let's trust in the lawyer and his bargain bin buddy!
Hey!
If it means going home, then new guys convinced me.
Right on! Team Wolfgang all the way!
Thank you all for your support.
Well, Eva, do you still disagree?
Even if I did, it's not worth pursuing.
Ah.
Does this mean we're done here? Hey! We're
Oh.
Oh, you're finally done. In all honesty, I stopped paying attention a long time ago.
What? We only went through this case because of you.
Silly me, I have a short attention span. So, just for my own benefit, why don't you summarize the information you've learned?
What's actually wrong? Practice.
Fine. I'll do as you ask. I'll present the truth.
We'll present the truth together. Let's dig into it.
It's time to bring this trial to the end. With a closing argument. With a closing argument, you must summarise. Yes, comic book time. Actually, medium will be a comic book. Since the class got relatively good at understanding the case, some parts are already complete, but your peers have glossed over smaller details, judging by these gaps in the story. Filling these gaps from provided culture. Stop files. Alright. So it's the usual stuff. Q&A. Capsule. Alright. Right, fix that tie. We've got a case to close. Okay. Jantus close it. What was the victim carrying? Going up step ladder. Okay. There's the door flame. Yeah, there. There. And then next. How was the trap triggered? There when they were stabbed. How was the trap triggered? That one. Yep. And then last one. Wait. What was that? That one there? Oh, got that one. Okay, yeah, got salt right. We can get that. Where? What was the victim carrying? There. Down. Where did the... Okay, I don't have that yet. What did the victim do? Yeah, so that there. What did... Oh, so is that... That's there. And then the last one. There. And we're done.
I got it.
We did it. We solved the mystery. Okay. Oh.
The victim was Kara Koshkinen, the ultimate teacher's aide.
Oh, the theme time.
Right before her death, she was wandering around the academy carrying a large assault rifle.
But why was she holding an assault rifle? That's the question.
That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
And decided he'd put her to eternal rest.
Oh, other people are actually chiming in. That's great instead of one
He
voice.
slid inside that little janitor's closet, where he began hatching a deadly scheme.
Oh.
They needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed. The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet and poured its contents into
It's gotta
a
be
bucket.
impressive formulating this plan so
Because
quickly.
they wanted to blind Kara by splashing the bleach in her eyes. Sneaky little bastard.
Alright.
But to do that, they would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise. The killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed
Why
up
is
it
it?
to reach the doorframe.
There was the towels, but why?
There, they carefully placed the bucket.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents all over her.
It's got something that's concerning me though. There's the towels.
After completing this setup, the killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's
Because
arrival.
why did we investigate the towels when they're not used?
The killer could have made noise to attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
Huh.
And, the bleach splashed all over her. Her scalp, face, and eyes were severely burned.
It's not face. It's just scalp and eyes.
The killer leapt from his hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara. In his fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
While being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. This left the dried blood under her fingernails.
Oh.
However, it didn't deter the killer, and the victim eventually died.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten. That is the truth behind this case.
Oh. There's something we've missed.
Are you satisfied?
A measly 3 acts. Poor Horace would be beside himself.
Who the hell is...
No one cares! We've done your end of the bargain. Now let us out already!
That is what I promised, isn't it? Alright, I'll let you leave this room. But before I do, may I be frank with you all for a second?
No, you can't. You can be the hit
This
something
entire
else.
time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me you'll react cruelly to it. However, my head, it raises a compelling argument. Who cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while? Yes. Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
Face to face?
What was that all about?
Everybody, look over there!
What is... What's it gonna be? Oh. It's an actual person. Oh. The goat mask.
Toss away those pickaxes, peasants. The walls have finally crumbled. What will you do?
Oh, it's weird actually not seeing like a mascot.
Will you treasure this new land? Serve it? Or will you set it ablaze? Well, peasants, have you made your choice?
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
His voice, his voice.
Are you the speaker guy?
Speaker guy? No. You don't address your superiors like that. Within the halls of this academy, you'll refer to me by one name, and one name only.
The headmaster?
His Highness, the great and powerful Tozu, host of the Killing Game.
Killing game? End of class trial. Well, this sure is.
Done.
Oh, you can call me Tozu for short.
Hey.
Hey, what do you mean by killing game?
The show must go on.
Don't you think the story would end once we reach the climax of the case? Quite the contrary. This is only at the beginning.
That's...
Of what?
Why the long face?
Isn't obvious. You, my dear son, my subordinates,
Blood is rushing.
are going to kill each other. That's like... That's not...
Come on.
That's not funny.
But then...
But you said we can go home if we solve the mystery. I gave you peasants incentive. It's not my fault you took it the wrong way. What are you talking about? You lied to us.
Rubbish.
Lied? No, absolutely not. I'm a fair man. A man is sworn to the truth, and if I recall correctly, should you all agree to the right answer, you're free to leave. Who cares? You had a bargain. Is that what I promised it? Alright, I'll let you leave your room. So I said you could leave this room, not go home. You sneaky son of a...
Not okay!
That's you're full of crap, man. There you go, losing your control of your voice. That's how you know you've lost your argument. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. It will jump ship the moment you confronted with a challenge. He didn't lie, did he? He said he never lies. So when he said this is Eden Gardens Academy, oh crap, what am I doing believing someone like him? There's no other way around it, he's lying. Hey, why don't you tell us about your dumb game sooner? And watch your presence run away? I couldn't host a game without contestants. Please don't do this. I just want to go home. I just want to be with my family. Please just let me go home.
No need to worry.
There's no need to cry, Miss Turner. We're all civilized here. No one's going to kill us simply because we're ordered to. What's this? This peasant has a rebuttal.
Let's see.
A match has been unprepared, unfit players. You hardly call that a match. In the much same way, the game you proposed, a killing game between students, you don't have the heart to kill. Do you seriously think we'll abandon our morals so quickly? Yeah, that's totally right. We're like super boring people. You don't even have the taste to do something like this. My heart is terribly soft, softer than the most delicate mochi. When I see a fly in my room, I catch the poor deer in a jar and return to nature. My mochi heart would melt otherwise.
I see.
I see. Is that your argument?
How interesting.
So, what has you so convinced? What do you mean? What has you so think you people in the room lack the heart to kill? Even know anything about them besides their names and ultimate talents? If you do, tell me, regarding killing, where do they stand? Are they okay with murder if it's got the greater good? Are they okay with murder if it guarantees their survival? Is it where they currently stand on the issue the same as they're willing to stand? Go on, you've had a couple of hours to get to know everyone, there's plenty of time to know their life stories, right? Should I take that as a no? Goodness, what a surprise. Not! You wouldn't be here all dressed up in a fancy suit if you were so naive.
Such a sport.
Oh, and one more thing. That trial you just did, that was your preparation for the killing game. Ha! How all you did was make the play detective. Oh, for good reason. One of you is killed. Hey, the iconic. Remaining student can participate in a true class trial. The objective is simple, uncover the culprit, if you can. Using the evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue on who you believe committed the murder. The result is decided the popular vote, and if you choose the right person, they alone will be executed, and the killing game will continue. However, if you choose the wrong person, the guilty party will set free, and the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules of the game. Everyone understands? All of us will be executed? That's not fair. Really? I think it's most beautiful rules. Everyone has incentive to participate in the game, innocent or otherwise. That's insane. Are you training us as pigs to the slaughter? Nonsense. All of you have the chance to survive this game. Do you not think a common butcher is so merciful? By the way, if a guilty party ever escapes, the killing game will end when there's only 2 students left. You may want to remember that, or you don't care. It might depend on what kind of person you are. Of the 16 people here, only 2 are allowed to survive. 2 people, that's hardly better if someone gets away with murder. I know, that's what makes it so funny. Most of you would die, no matter what. Yet, every passing trial, you'll cling to life more desperately. And that exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't these rules simply brilliant? A perfect test of the limits of human compassion. I can't wait to see you all in action. The madman's loud, tinous laugh was suddenly cut off by a well-streamed straight behind. Who attacked?
I've said it a million times, you mangy fucking mutt! I want nothing to do with this stupid game!
Ow, 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 ow! Stop it!
Since you've made it clear you won't listen to reason,
Oh.
I'll just make sure you have no arms to kill with!
Ugh. Do you even listen to when I talk? I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are... Ugh.
What's going on? Dwarf has directly in the stomach. She followed it with a blow and another. When it looked like she wasn't going to be satisfied until he was dead, I saw it. Out of nowhere, a little red dot appeared in Grace's face.
Hey! Stop already! There's a...
Before we could do anything. And he just killed Grace. Grace released the man from her grip. Speechless, she moved her hand to her cheek. Well, it's been nicked by a stray bullet. Oh! We all looked the direction the shot came from. Shooters stood silently behind a pillar, trail smoke rising from the mouth of her rifle. Her mask, the sign of a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear she was working with him. You shot at her!
For real?
It's getting out of hand. There's two of them. One slowly backed away towards her, fearful of their lives. What a shocking, unnecessary display of violence. I was talking about the golfer woman. Now you've become acquainted with her enforcer Mara. New kids try to jeopardize the killing game, such as by attacking me. She'll be there to bend your shenanigans. Even though she misses her shots. That was just a warning. I assure you, it would be unwise to test her sharpshooting ability. Regardless, I finally have an answer to your previous question. You asked me if I knew anything about my friends besides their names and talents. Truthfully, I don't. I've continued to trust them, as I do, because they're ultimates. Huh? They are charged with a betterment society. They are proven themselves to be above simple acts of self-interest. We will not succumb, even though you trap us, fire guns at us, and force to endure our racial courtroom procedures. He's right. Crystal trying to compose herself, still clearly shocked by the run-in with death. Don't matter how weird these guys are, they're talented. Don't you think an ultimate would fall for this bullcrap? That's right, my friends are too much to live for to achieve. We won't throw it all away for your killing game.
Get it mixed up.
We're all going to escape. We have to. One by one, the students raised their voices in solidarity with Wolfgang. All of them were so confident in what they were saying, so willingly they put their faith in each other. And for some reason, it made me sick. I never understand the strength of a human connection. I'm quite familiar with this idea. What kind of captain I'll be if I can handle a small crew of 15? Horrible feeling of contempt. Why do I feel this way with... And everyone seems so hopeful. Wasn't saying answered by another. You've got it all wrong. Students turned their attention towards Eva, surprised by the words. Do you actually believe no one here would try and kill? You're really naive. I don't know how you made as a lawyer. Well, so the resorting to random ad hominem attacks. Why don't you just explain your reasoning? Oh, it's obvious. Compared to other normal people, ultimates are more prone to killing, not less. Living in constant praise in the public has ruined our sense of self. For examples, look around the room. Excuse me? In the outside world, ultimates would do anything to further their goals. The same is probably true here. You realize that dreams are only achieved if you escape, or resort to murder.
Can't you see?
If you continue to convince all these other people to trust each other, they will only become more vulnerable. Unless that was your plan all along. Is it possible you want everyone to be vulnerable? So you can make it easier for you to kill them? That's enough. Suddenly Ingrid stepped forward to Wolfgang protectively. Wolfie's done nothing wrong. Well, he's given all us all the confidence. Yeah, it's something we all needed. So stop trying to turn us against each other, please. Horrible feeling grew stronger as students admonished Eva. It grew stronger and stronger. I knew I had to say something. Eva's right.
No!
Damien, not you too. Look, I get it. You want to make the situation less scary for everyone. But Eva made a good point. All of us have a clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether to see our families again or for the sake of our talents.
Don't say that!
I wouldn't kill anyone. Yeah, and you meant yourself you had too much to achieve. Can you see how much playing into Massman's hands? As a whole, the whole Ultimates thing is pretty inane anyway. After meeting all you, it's clear none of us have the same goals.
Hold on.
What are you insinuating? Don't we all carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? Question angered me more than anything that's been asked before. I could no longer suppress my true feelings. Look, the title barely means crap nowadays, alright? Most of Ultimates are just dullers obsessing with pointless hobbies. Their talents do not contribute to anything of worth. The only thing they're capable of is leeching off the public for their own goals. Ouch.
You've got to be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me. Running a business feeds millions is pointless?
No.
Some of you are an exception, obviously. But come on, there's no way the rest of you can improve the world we live in with niche fixations.
That was very...
Do you mean the rest of us? You're an ultimate too. Yeah, What the hell makes you so special? I feel the words are warming into my soul. What makes you so special? Well, I can actually achieve many things with my talent. And policy, it's ethics and morality. But yeah, I'm someone who got you through that trial.
Really?
Is that really what happened? I remember all of us helping out.
Shrimp?
Yeah, you see what's going on. This is the people can see words that nobody understands. Well, you tell you what Doc says? Do you know? Watch your step lest you trip and fall from the unparalleled heights of your vanity.
Not good enough.
I'm disappointed in you. How are you so concerned on making yourself good? Then we're in the middle of a death game. Wait, I wasn't trying to. Lucas, they turned against me. Hurling obscenities, scowling, or simply shaking their head.
This lovely?
Who of you? Do I sense anger, hatred, unquenchable bloodthirst? Well, to save that for later, I'm the only one that can spill blood in this courtroom. I'll take you back to the killing game arena. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared the dorm room for each of you.
Lost.
Thanks. Now you can get lost. Okay. He returned to his podium, with the masked woman trailing close behind. His arm mechanism brought him into the room, lowered, and the two of them on the ground out of sight.
Hey.
Still, we're not going to kill anyone, right guys? No matter what happens, we're all going to make it out here, okay? It was only when the madman left the reality soon began to set in. I'm trapped in a killing game. With people despise me. How did this happen? I just wanted to help. I didn't want to make sure that we didn't trust each other too easily. Now I'm being treated as the bad guy. Will all these people practice what they preach? Will they really refuse to kill? Can't trust anyone here. For the better or worse, it's me versus them. So, could the beginning of the end. Beginning with unfathomable nightmare and relenting despair. The beginning of the killing game. Oh boy. Hey, credits time. Oh. Oh. Remix of the beat. Already, this is great. So weird that is, you know. I wonder actually where he's gonna actually bite the bullet first. Mock Mayhem. Wolfgang. Fragstar. Blacksmith. Golfer. Chip Captain. Pro Gamer. Actually, I still... It's that thing of like, who's gonna be first to bite the dust? Project Eden's Garden. I wonder if that was like a code, like you put on like 3D glasses that says something else. I think that's it. Yep. Vows woven by stitches and needles. Oh, I like actually seeing like all of them alive. Like that actually for the to be continued. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Right. I'm trying to like see Snowy. I'll just slowly go through the cast. Jacob Tozu. Anyway, on that note, I know the stream crashed during that, but if you missed this stuff, I can actually catch up with the recording wise. Implementation. Oh, planning. Alright. They've done this is an excellent job. I can't wait for the next chapter. Anyway, folks, that's the end. Thanks for everyone popping by. Folks, until next time, and